I share this message on Christmas Eve for any of you that may be alone this Christmas. And even if you're not going to be physically alone, maybe you just feel all alone inside this year. Well, I've been there before, and I want to tell you what happened to me when I was alone, completely alone on Christmas. Like many of you, I've had mega Christmas celebrations that were pretty much every activity imaginable. People and gifts and parties and over the top. And that became pretty much the normal for many years. But every Christmas is different. And as we're finding out this year, we can unexpectedly have changes that cause us to feel really lonely, or maybe even to be completely alone on Christmas. My first Christmas alone was when I was 21 years old. And I was working in Japan for 3 months and far away from home. And this was before computers or email, even fax machines. And phone calls cost a fortune back then. So any communication from home was through snail mail only. And I felt so disconnected over the holidays. In fact, Japan didn't really celebrate Christmas or the traditions that I was used to. So to look around, you wouldn't really even know that it was Christmas. No gifts, no tree, no lights. And on Christmas Day, my family did end up calling me long distance for just a couple minutes, but I cried during most of the conversation because I hadn't heard their voices for so many months. And when I hung up, the whole conversation was just kind of a blur, and I felt even more alone. As hard as it was, I did learn that I could make it through Christmas completely alone and still be okay. Years later, I was a bit older and wiser, but I was facing another really lonely Christmas because I'd lost both my parents 8 weeks apart. And for years, they had been coming to celebrate Christmas here in California. So when they were gone, I knew that Christmas was never going to be the same. And that alone was incredibly difficult. But that particular year, my son also happened to be gone overseas. So it was a year that I was going to be completely alone on Christmas. But something was different this time inside. I decided to believe that I would find something really special in being alone. Some maybe extra special meaning or some feeling that would take me deeper into the true meaning of Christmas. And you know what? I found it. It's hard really to describe, but I had one of the most joyous, peaceful, filled up days I have ever experienced in my life that Christmas. And although both of these Christmases alone were really difficult, I felt like it was both a test and a decision, because it was up to me alone to decide how I was going to handle it and to find out what I wanted to find in it. And what I discovered was that there is an unknown strength inside of me. A strength unknown, as I call it, because it's not my own, it's God's. And it miraculously shows up right when and how we need it. And I felt God surrounding me in such a powerful way and closer than ever that Christmas. A way that I definitely would have missed if it had been just another busy, noisy, hectic Christmas day. This year, it may be a very different Christmas season for you, but I want to encourage you to really embrace it for all that it can hold. And you may experience some really amazing things, unlike any other Christmas that you've experienced, if you look for God in it. Because He is so warm and personal, and He is always with us. I would not trade anything for my Christmases alone, and they will always stand out in my heart and my mind as profoundly special and meaningful and life-changing. And what I truly learned about myself is that with much or with little, I can still be content and grateful. So if there is no one coming, no one around you this Christmas, no one to see you or hear you or to understand what you're going through, you can know that God puts more than enough of what you need right inside of you. Be encouraged and believe in the unknown strength that you have in God, because Christmas Day or any day, you truly are never, ever alone. May God deeply bless you this Christmas and every day in the new year ahead. Thanks for watching. God bless you and Merry Christmas.